much. Now, the people's Chief Justice. Karibu.
The panelists that have come to engage with us, but more so young people, wananchi who are here. Good afternoon. ODM! Bwana. ODM! Yeah, say it like you mean it. ODM! Today is historical. And I want to take just 2 minutes to say this. It is historical that a leader, the president of a nation, and the authorities can boldly come before its people and say that, I am sorry. If there is nothing that will avenge, that will vindicate us, is that stamina, the political spine, to stand before the people and say that on behalf of the Kenyan public, I am sorry. Today I feel vindicated. I'm one of those who should be in the list of compensation. I do not know how much check I will get. But I feel vindicated when I hear the words that I am sorry. It is biblical, it is canonical, but it is also a principle in international human rights. Number two, the panelists, you have put us at a pedestal of history in terms of international human rights. When I look across the globe, especially in Africa, I think we go in history as a mature democracy that acknowledges that there are some times that things go bad, but when things go bad, a nation can speak together and come together. I was in my growing ages like Caswell in the university when Nelson Mandela and de Klerk boldly looked at the nation. And all they said, it was, I am sorry, and the other gave the olive branch. I saw what happened in Juba, for example, when communities came together and said that we can discuss issues together. But for this that I've seen in Kenya, I think that the president has done something that is that should be praised. Like him or not, have beef with him or not, but he has the courage to make hard decisions for a nation when it is required. Party leader, this is your baby. This is your baby. It has been delivered. It was conceived by Baba, and you have delivered it. The person who delivers the baby is the owner of the baby. You promised and you have delivered. When we are talking about give us power, we are not talking in the void. We want to form government because we want to right the wrongs. We also want to be in that office so that all these things we have been saying on the streets, we will make them happen. So when you are still out there looking for a government, we are in government. And the next is to be able to make what we have said, the thoughts that we have had, the experiences that we have had, we want to make them practical. Otherwise, everything else becomes a textbook. Ni story too. You are saying, oh, yes, we were in the tunnels. And there is nobody who did it better than us. And some of those people who are saying they're out there, early in the morning, they will crouch under their sheets until they saw TJ in the streets. That's when they will come out. Until we know how we can put our decisions in practice, then we are in void. I can't go to opposition to come to government, and I don't know leave with which door. You know, sometimes I wonder the logic of it all. Those of my colleagues that we have been in the trenches together, I do not understand the logic. How when I have worked and have tried to be in government, and now I am in government, then now I leave to the opposition to come back to government. I just don't see that logic itself. So my brothers out there, we are in practical politics. We have signed to create a government. ODM, if you look at Article 7 of the ODM's constitution, it's about power. We have not come here, it's not a church. We have come here to make a government. And the day we will have government led by our leaders, that will be my happiest day, because I would have done what Raila left me to do. As I wind up, yeah, because you know I can speak for I'm the people's Chief Justice. My young people, my brothers, the colleagues that we are with in the trench, please come up. Come up and go to these offices. We have established them by law. We have given them money by law. They are regarded and esteemed. Come to their offices and say that on that fateful day, I was in the streets and I did this and I did that. And these gentlemen and ladies will find a space for you. So when I meet you out there, first of all, come here, then meet me out there. Yeah. And so I just want to join Madam Secretary General. Madam Secretary General, I just want to join you that you have started your work well, and we will be beside you, and we will also be in front of you to try and get this. By the way, did you know that Baby Pendo is my constituent? And those, I can see a few of us here in Maandamano North that day. It was it was smoky, very dark, and I was there myself in Maandamano North that day. And a lot of people, those bullets did not bring down Baby Pendo alone. It passed through some 2 or 3 boys before it fell into that that high rise where the baby was. But in a short way, you have acknowledged that some of my constituents are people. They matter. That is what I go home with. That money will not help that family. They have gone through hell and back. But yes, that little girl is now in the annals of history. OCS, find out how you can create a hall of fame. Yes? A hall of fame where you can sculpture some of us. We want to feature, and we want people to come in this country as tourists, to come to your place and study when TJ was and when Super Churchill was in the trenches. We want to know this. Thank you very much. May God bless you.
Thank you so much, the People's Chief Justice. Asante. Now, I go to our governor from Busia, Governor Paul Nyongesa Otuoma. Karibu.
Thank you so much, Madam SG. My party leader, brother Professor Makao, and of course all the leadership of ODM and those who have come here to make this occasion a reality. I want to take this opportunity to also thank all of you for the work that you have done. It may look like it's just a gesture, but to me it's a historical moment. For those who have looked, that there are those who have sacrificed on behalf of us. The freedom we enjoy today, the reforms that have been done in this country, every generation is called upon to play its role. And we are saying, as we do this, how do we safeguard it for the future of our children? We may not compensate life truly to bring it back, But we are saying we can send an example, we can set a foundation that when a nation seeks its conscience and wants to practice it, it does not mean that we need to lose life. So when we do the kind of things that we are saying now, that as a country, and I'm happy to hear that the president said sorry. I haven't seen that clip myself. But to me, that's a very important gesture, that as the head of the Republic of Kenya, you are standing up there and saying, no, that sometimes our institutions fail us, and they fail the citizens. It means then we have to go back to soul searching and saying, how do we reform those institutions as we really recognize those who have paid the ultimate price through either being maimed or through losing their lives? Because it has happened throughout generations. But for the first time, and I want to thank my party leaders, you have said, that as a party, we have borne the biggest brand, if I look at it for the last 20 years, that ODM has been in existence. We have always been in opposition. And we have always stood for Maisha Bora for Kenyans. And as Thomas Jefferson once said that, you know, on matters of fashion, go with the trend. But on matters of conscience, stand your ground. And in the process of standing that ground, we have, some of us, or some of our people have paid the ultimate price that can be paid. So I believe we stand here to honor them, to recognize them, and to see how best then we can reform the society. So that as we exercise our rights, you know, to express ourselves, to demonstrate, to do what, the institutions don't fail us. They should be protecting us instead of miming us. And I know very well that within even the Constitution, it stipulates how we should behave. It doesn't say that we should go and loot people's property. And I thought that's now what the institutions concerned should be making sure that the properties are not being looted and all that, but not miming or shooting innocent demonstrators. So we must be able to differentiate between those two issues. And Prof, why I'm saying like this, if we are not careful, I had one leader, is it 2 or 3 days ago, trying to warn some people, that, you know, don't go there, don't do this, they have prepared to kill you, they have that. You know, you are trying to institutionalize a culture that is so alien, something that we have been fighting against. And I'm seeing people quiet. They are not telling him that what you are saying is wrong. Because the kind of message you are passing to people is that people should be afraid to express themselves just because somebody is going to organize for them to be killed or maimed. If you are doing proper demonstration and you have got your conscience and there's something you stand for it. But if you are saying that you have got nothing to demonstrate about or to go out there and do, and all you are going to do is maybe, you know, interfere with people's businesses, loot people's things, then you have got reason to fear. But when you express yourself as the Constitution allows us, we should be able to protect that freedom that we have gotten, because it has come at a price. So I'm happy today to be associated. Party leader, thank you so much for allowing me to participate in this. Actually, I was going back to Busia until the party leader said, no, we have a very important exercise. So I'm very happy to be part of this history. The people's president, vile umesema, it has been a long journey. Eh? Oh, the people's chief justice. Mapambano bado inaendelea. Yeah. Mapambano bado inaendelea. Na kwa hiyo mapambano, there are those who have been before us and will still continue. There's one thing that you mentioned, that some of these things didn't just start when you were in politics. And I'm happy to see Wakina Kasamwe. You know, even as when we were in college, like he's saying, is when we started. I think I was slightly ahead of you. Ulikuwa nyuma yangu. Although sijui ni nini imefanyika. Mimi naonekana niko young kidogo. Labda ni tear gas umekula mingi kuliko some of us. But as he's putting it truly, when the issue of multi-party started, the issue of, you know, when they were banning parties and the agitation for multi-party started, I think that's the time most of us were now still in the university. And I remember there was a time we had come from Nairobi University here and we were going to Kamkunji. And you know, something happened. People started running. And before we knew it, some of the people we were with, somebody had fallen down. And he's dead. And you start saying, you know, because we used to say, wacha twende tuone kama watu wako huko. So you leave college thinking that, you know, it's an easy thing. Until you see something happening is now when reality dawns on you that this is serious business. I remember that incident. I think we were around Mudurwa area that time when some of these things, our party leader, our deceased party leader, they were going to Kamkunji and we said, let's go and see as students. And in reality, people died. And we started running. And then, you know, you cannot go back and say that, because I remember I ran towards Nairobi West and our home used to be towards that side. But I could not say, I just said there is a riot, so nimetoka college, nimekuja.